Hi everyone, DJ Lit here. Welcome to Selena City and Lego Worlds Part 150. Over the last part of Selena City, we have shown with some more showcat builds. If you guys haven't checked over the last part of Selena City, may go check that part before this one. But today we are back on a world that we just came back to it this year of 2025. But it was about 5 months ago and around January the 4th, pretty much like 4 days of beginning of this year of 2025, and it's finally now gonna have some shine pretty much for this year of 2025, and that is Selena's Beast World. Selena's Beast World is pretty much back in 2025 again. So if y'all want to know, I can't believe it's really been like about almost about literally like 3 years since when I created this world. By the way, because I think Selena City and Selena Beach World probably in the same month. By the way, which is pretty much kind of crazy because it was like maybe like close to July 4th or something like that. And this world about to be turned like mostly like 3 years later. By the way, especially the series as well. So which is kind of crazy. So since now Selena Beach World will have pretty much some shine to pretty much for this month of June, I decided to bring back showcat builds. Now, if y'all wondering what showcat builds I'm pretty much showing back after pretty much like pretty much like Selena Beach World not getting that much shine, it's pretty much the ones I pretty much shown this year, by the way. But it pretty much it pretty much makes sense for pretty much literally for these showcat builds to be in Selena Beach World. I mean, they be around the beach, so which is pretty much interesting. So, window time as always. Let's get into this. Hey, yeah, look at this world, by the way. I remember we explored the whole entire world when we came back to over about like 5 months ago, and look how big this world is on the map. Like, look at it. It's so big, by the way. It's crazy. Like, let me mind you, this world was created in 2022. Yes, I think it was the same year that Selena City started, by the way, especially the series as well. And by the way, I will be celebrating Selena City pretty much the series around pretty much this year, 2025, around the summer. So I can't wait. So these showcat builds is pretty much like not really new at all. Cause like I said before, we have shown them before, lead like this year. But like I said before, it does make more sense to pretty much show them in Selena Beach World. Cause I mean, we're in a beach world, by the way. So let's go to them, by the way. And here they are. So let's start with the first showcat build that we have pretty much just shown over this year. And one of the most showcat builds that it pretty much does really make sense. And that is the beach rocks, which is right here. Now, I wouldn't say this showcat build is really mostly like the beach rocks, by the way. Because most of all, these look like just like regular rocks, except they have like a just like mostly like not part of the beach at all, by the way. But I guess it kind of makes sense to pretty much call it that, by the way. But still, it's pretty much cool to see them again, pretty much for the second time actually, because it's the second time I'm showing them. So it's pretty much good to see them pretty much in another world, which is known as Selena Beach World. I'm not entirely sure if this is like really one of the best showcat builds I have shown. I mean, I'm not saying it's not impressive or not like pretty much like just worse or anything like that. I mean, it's just a bunch of rocks, so I don't really want to like talk trash to a bunch of rocks, which is just weird. But still, this is a really cool. This is really a interesting showcat build I pretty much shown for this year of 2025. But still, it's good to pretty much see it again, pretty much in Selena Beach World. So, Beach Rocks, welcome to Selena City. Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, before I keep continuing, there is something I want to pretty much talk about at the end about Selena Beach World, pretty much after I show these showcat builds. So you may want to stay tuned for this video. All right, the next one is pretty much one of the showcat builds I have shown as well, and that is, I think it's the Giant Shell Medium. Now, this one right here, I don't know if I did show this one or not, by the way, because there's so many like showcat builds I've pretty much shown for like over the years. But this one is pretty much just like a shell showcat build, except it's a medium size, which is pretty much cool. Excuse me. Pretty much is. I mean, I don't really hate shells and like literally in the beach at all, by the way, because most of all, I think shells are pretty much like beautiful to see, by the way. And also, I think they're also kind of like rare to find, by the way, in the beach, by the way. I'm not entirely sure if people still do that, by the way, because I don't remember the last time someone find a shell in the beach, by the way, because most of all, they usually be like a little like, I don't know if it was a crab in the shell. Everyone doesn't know. I think it was like used to be like a crab in the shell, or it's like some type of like animal or like a water creature in the shell. If y'all know what I'm talking about. But still, I don't really know what to say much about this shell build. I mean, it's just a just like a, what is it, a giant shell? Yeah, a giant shell which pretty much like medium, so which is pretty much nice. I do like the textures of it. I do like the colors of it, by the way. So which is pretty much cool. So that's pretty much I can say everything about this shell build, by the way, for the giant shell medium. So giant shell medium, welcome to Selena Beast World. Alright, the next shellcat build, which is another shellcat build, but this one is pretty much the small one, and that is the giant shell small. Now, this one is pretty much just kind of like the same as the giant shell mushroom. Oh, sorry. The giant shellcat build, but except for like it's pretty much just like the small one, so which is pretty much cool. I mean, this one's pretty much like a yellow one, so which is pretty much nice. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Not really much like different. Not really much different to it except for the colors, so which is pretty much nice. But it's pretty much good to pretty much see this shellcat build again. Pretty much, I guess maybe like a month later. I'm guessing. So well, that's pretty much nice to see. So I guess I can pretty much say this is that mostly shells I don't really mostly have a matter to, by the way, because like I said, I don't really mostly care about shells that often, by the way, even though they're cool. But like I said before, I'm not entirely sure if everyone still looks for shells or not. Pretty much like, I guess in 2025. So I have no idea. I have no idea if everyone looks for shells in the beach. But if they do, that is pretty much cool. So giant shell small, welcome to Selena Beach World. And the last one we have for today is one we have just shown around period, I'm guessing last month as well. And that is the coral reef. Now, coral reefs, I have mostly seen coral reefs in pretty much like in Discovery before, by the way, so which is like pretty much beautiful to see and pretty much like in the ocean. But I'll tell you what, this one might be more impressive than the rest of the other shellcat builds. And why am I saying that? Well, second of all, it's pretty much a bigger build. Well, okay, hold on. The Beach Rocks is pretty much a bigger build than pretty much the two other shellcat builds I've shown, the giant shell medium and the giant shell small. But this one right here is pretty much beautiful. It's beautiful, got the nice colors to it. I do love how they made like an actual coral reef, like in real life, and put it in Lego World, which is pretty much nice. And most of all, this is like the most ever shellcat build, especially between the other ones I have shown that are pretty much new, that don't really get talked about. Because if you look at the shellcat builds, like from like mostly ones I have never shown, like I never mostly like shown, I think I might have mostly shown mostly these, I'm guessing, but I'm not entirely sure. Like these are ones I have shown right here pretty much just now, and pretty much shown like before. Then you pretty much got like most of like the castle kits, which is pretty much like one of the stone tower or the ruin shellcat builds, so which is pretty much nice. So I kind of do like how they pretty just put like random shellcat builds I pretty much like never shown until this year, because most of all, these shellcat builds are very just random. Like these are just random shellcat builds, I like to call them, but they are pretty much cool to see. And the coral reef is probably might be the one of the most best ones I ever shown pretty much for random shellcat builds of 2025. But that's just my opinion. If you haven't mostly seen the other ones, it's pretty much in Selena City, by the way. I might need to go add some playlists of Selena City after this video, by the way, so which is great. So coral reef, welcome to Selena Beach World. Alright, before I end this video, there's something I want to talk about, by the way. And it's pretty much just for Selena Beach World, by the way. Now, if y'all want to know, Selena Beach World has been here for about mostly 3 years. And it is kind of crazy that most of all, Selena Beach World been here mostly like since 2022, which I have pretty much just said in this video. But most of all, I think it's time for I change this world actually. Because most of all, I want to pretty much keep the world pretty much as like the best it can, by the way. But I'm telling you what, when I look on this map before, when I checked Selena Beach World, it has gotten so much big, by the way. And especially for Selena City as well. Like, not saying I'm going to change Selena City or anything like that. But most of all, what I'm saying is that Selena Beach World might get another world. Now, I haven't made another world for Selena City since like Christmas. Oh, sorry, since Halloween and Christmas. So it's been like 3 years since I've done that, by the way. So I'm not entirely sure if there's gonna be a second one for Selena Beach World for like more like things will be like a little bit different, like with like her house, the shellcat builds will be showing like most like kind of like again, but mostly just like random ones. So there will be another Selena Beast World, probably maybe not this year, maybe somewhere around next year or 2026, because I want this next world to be like mostly beautiful and mostly like kind of like more bigger, and I mean more spacer than Selena Beast World itself. And I will be celebrating mostly the series and this world pretty much maybe in the same day, by the way. So I will be showing that around pretty much, well, not really the new world, because I won't create it till like next year or 2026. So I'll pretty much be doing that, pretty much celebrating mostly Selena City and Selena Beach World around pretty much this year of 2025, around next month of July. But yeah, but what everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoy, sure I know what to do. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.